Good morning, Incarnate Word. He's back.
Yes. Happy February.
Happy February. Happy presentation. 40 days after Christmas. Very big feast day today.
Well, and I also read that the groundhog didn't see a shadow.
He did not.
So I feel like he always sees a shadow.
He always does.
This is good news.
This is potentially good news. Early spring would be most appreciated. I could use that. More days to play golf.
Other than your allergies.
Other than my allergies, but that's what Zyrtec's for. Benadryl. Eat all of it, all of that.
Well, speaking of trivia, how was trivia?
It was wonderful. We had a great turnout. We really want to thank Tom Hurlbert and the Men's Club for helping raise the funds for our inclusion program for our school. Just a really, really great night. It was a really, really good time. A lot of fun was had by all.
Good. And then Catholic Schools Week is winding down, so it's been a lot of fun this week. There's always little themes for each day, and special food, and the teachers get nice lunches, and today. Just kind of a chance, really, though, to celebrate the privilege. The Catholic school system is really kind of an American innovation, I would say, and we're really blessed. We know how many families are blessed by what gets passed on through Catholic schools. So we celebrate that and thank everyone, including many of you as parishioners who help support the parish who supports the school. Yeah, absolutely. And you'll have opportunities to see what's new in our school after the 8:45 and 10:30 masses on Sunday. Upcoming events. Tomorrow, the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts are doing their Pancake Breakfast. That'll be in the Lower Church Hall from 7 to 11 a.m. Tickets are $10 at the door. Kids 5 and under are free. It's all you can eat as well, so you can have all the pancakes that your heart desires. And sausage, I think, as well. That's always good, too. And so come on out, support the Boy Scouts, and have some good pancakes. Yeah, and they know how to do breakfast.
They do. They do.
They
do breakfast
good.
Right. Yeah, the church will smell very, very good.
Yeah, the problem is we have a funeral, so we'll be smelling the wonderful breakfast as we commemorate the life of one of our parishioners.
So, and Companions of Lost and Found Sheep will meet tomorrow as well after the 8:30 Mass. It's prayers for loved ones to join and return to the church.
Yeah, and then Nursery Bible School will be available this weekend during the 10:30 Mass. So if you want to drop your little one off so you can get a little extra prayer in, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, Jonah Prayer Ministry will be available after the 10:30 Mass as well. And date night is coming up Saturday, February 17th. That's about 2 weeks from tomorrow. Tickets are available. You can get them on the parish website or stop by the office. That'll be, again, the registration closes this coming Monday. So we have a nice little table out in the gathering area, like a dinner for two. It's not for you to sit at and demand a 5-course dinner from your priest. That's not what it's there for. It's to advertise for date night. So I hope you can come on out and enjoy a nice night out for
and let us know ASAP because we that closes, as Father Schneider said, on Monday at the latest. All right, so then Encounter is this Wednesday at 7:30.
Always a good time as well. We know that Lent is coming up. We're going to have a special Lenten flock note that'll be coming out to kind of highlight everything that we're doing for Lent, when confessions are, even our Holy Week opportunities and times, an exciting new opportunity. There's a special exhibit on the Shroud of Turin that's going to be here in March. So we'll have all of our Lenten stuff. That'll be coming out in a special Lenten flock note, and we'll have more to say about our Lenten stuff next Friday.
Wonderful. So we ask you to pray for the repose of the soul of Margaret Kercheski, mother of Donna Mattingly, Robert Kozlowski, husband of Mariette Kozlowski, and then Sally Hogan.
Yeah, so pray for them. Pray for the repose of their souls and the comfort and consolation of their families. All right, preaching this weekend.
Yes, so I haven't fully put it all together.
Yeah. Nor have I.
Yeah. But I think it's going to center a little bit around perspective. It's sort of interesting. We're getting like poor Job in the first reading is just totally afflicted. He's just got physical suffering. He's lost his kids, his wealth, everything. But if we would have checked in on Job a few chapters earlier, life was perfect. His kids were devout. They loved each other. They were spending time together. He had wealth. He had a good relationship with God. And I think it's a reminder that in life, the good times don't last forever, but neither do the sufferings.
Right.
And I think sometimes we get caught up in our living trying to prolong the good, so it'll never end, the good times. Or in the bad, we can almost lose hope and think, it's never going to get better.
Sure.
And, so just kind of maybe reflecting on the importance of perspective, and heaven is the only place that doesn't change, but that's just the way it is here on earth. And St. Paul has.
I thought heaven was a place on earth.
Yeah. And then there's kind of a counterweight with St. Paul, where he, even though he has all this suffering, he sees it as a stewardship, like his life and even his trials. He sees it as like a privilege. So anyway, probably just reflecting a little bit on what's our perspective and how important that is to where we are in life.
I'm going to talk about human misery. It's a nice, fun
Love
topic.
that. Yeah.
But Christ came obviously to redeem human misery. But I was reading a beautiful reflection yesterday from St. Cyril of Jerusalem, where he basically said, every time that Christ healed someone, that's great, that's awesome. But like, how many other people are also in need of healing? Or even the times when Jesus fed the 5,000, like, yeah, that's amazing that he did that for those people, but aren't there still so many others who are dying of hunger? And so there's this juxtaposition of Jesus's miracle, which, like healing Simon Peter's mother-in-law or the other people around Capernaum, versus all the other people in the world that still need healing. And even for us, we could say, well, shoot, I wasn't there when Jesus was walking around. Why can't I receive that same healing? But Jesus' answer to that is the cross. The cross reaches into human misery and redeems it. And even just that word mercy, misericordia in Latin, it's a combination of heart and misery. It's a heart that bleeds and enters into human misery and the misery of others to show compassion and mercy. And so the cross is our answer, and it's what we should glory in. It's what we should rejoice in. And that's why St. Paul would say we have an obligation to preach the good news, because that is what precisely reaches into the human heart to redeem us of our misery. So I'm hasn't fully been fleshed out yet, but that's roughly the tack I'm gonna take.
And I think all of us know there's so much misery in the world.
Oh, sure, misery within our own hearts, and
it's a message that is timeless,
right,
and really needed for our time. And I'm amazed. There are a lot of parishioners that will reach out and they're discouraged, or they just feel like nothing is getting better. And I think even as a priest, sometimes feeling that, but to know like God exists in the midst of all that, like there's also a great amount of hope that's happening. It's just kind of like below the surface. So there's a good readings, and
they are.
Yeah, a lot of it does depend on how we look at each up and down.
Absolutely.
If it's a time of grace or a time of despair.
Absolutely. So, folks, hope to see you around this weekend.
Yes.
Should be awesome. Lent's just around the corner. Get excited. Oh, I should also mention, next Friday is the test go run for the fish fry.
Yes.
So we want to at least let you know about that. So, next Friday the 9th. I know it's before Lent, but you can go when the lines are not very long at all.
Mm-hmm.
Go get some fish.
Yeah.
That starts up next Friday.
And then maybe the Fridays of Lent just aren't enough.
Maybe they aren't enough.
We
added the extra one at the start, just so our folks can get ready. But anyway, hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you around at Mass this weekend. Take care.
God bless.